More cities in town. Yeah, yeah. I definitely would have liked seen. They have a few, like almost everywhere has a minor city, but the cities just seem small in scale to a lot of the other areas. Like there's only like 3 real cities in this game, and this game is huge. So yeah, I definitely feel that as well. You'd also expect a little more sprinkling of houses and stuff, I feel. But I mean, there's so much dialogue already in this game that would probably like kill it.
Welcome to the Gardens of Issa, home of the Summer Court, and the warm heart of the Feylands. It is a rare occasion for us to welcome a child of dust into Issa, but it is equally rare that Niralam chooses a champion. Pleased to meet you. I am Chancellor to the High King. I pray you enjoy our hospitality.
Okay, okay. What do you know about the High King?
High King Titarian is Lord of the Summerfey, the font of all our wisdom, and first amongst the immortals. And since Godflow tragically murdered the High King of the Winter Court, Titarian is the greatest and last true leader left of our kind.
What do you know about the creepy tree?
The sapling of the World Tree bears centuries of great wisdom. Of course, long-lived as Nirlam is, it is still regrettably mortal. Even all greatest mortal wisdom cannot compare to the perspective given by true agelessness. Begging your pardon, of course.
At least you don't sound condescending. Tell me about your awesome city.
Truly a place of wonder, as it has always been and always shall be. Here springs the life well of Dalentarth, and the greater Feylands in all directions. It is a pity that some of our kind have fallen to such degenerative states, but we cannot shed a tear for their weakness.
Do you mean the Winter Court?
Too many mortals misunderstand the Winter Court. Our cold cousins are not evil, but merely evoke the darker truths of nature, from subtlety to decay. Perhaps it makes sense that children of dust are put off by those who embody their inevitable death, but it is regrettable that so many are misunderstood.
Like the Tuatha?
The ranks of the Fae were not always sullied by the presence of anything so coarse as the Tuatha. Once, the summer and winter courts existed in harmony. But Godflow perverted the Winter Court with talk of his new god, and from that poison, the Tuatha arose.
What about your court?
We are the Summer Court, the very embodiments of courage, honor, and all things bright and proud. Some envious few in the Winter Court would call us arrogant and self-righteous, as well as all manner of other epithets. But remember, we are the ones who stayed true to tradition, while they turned to barbarism. The Tuatha find new recruits from our ranks.
Cool, cool. Let's level up. See what we get. 22 now? Sweet. Okay, so we finished blacksmithing and detect hidden, so we probably need to work on... I really want to get these annoying quests out for the travelers, but I think I have items that can give me some stealth. So we're going to go with sage crafting because I got to get to this point here, which is to create gems with the pristine shards we have. Okay, finish tree. Okay, I need 2 more points put into something I'm never going to use. I don't do anything with bows. I don't do anything with daggers. I mean, really, the only thing I can waste points in is probably the frost trap that I, like I said, won't use. That's okay, because 1 more point, and we can work on Gambit and Execution. And Paralytic Poisons. Probably... Paralytic Poisons, then Gambit, then Execution. That one's a lot of fun. Yeah, I definitely feel like they could have chopped half the dialogue from the current characters and built a whole nother set of characters with all that dialogue and gave them cities, like nice big cities. And it probably would have helped out the game feel less empty at times. There's down touchstone we're looking for.
Pauline will not tell you of this. She disapproves of pride. She does embody nature's tooth, a sharp and silent, simple truth. And yet Pauline will always shine among the ballad's lore. For humble though her carriage be, a greater knight we'll never see.
Alright, see if this guy trains with them fast. Maybe he trains in stealth.
Greetings.
But,
Greetings. What have I done now? Someone in Issa is always looking to send me away. But I won't go. No. Well, if it isn't the mortal I've heard so much about. Congratulations on your successes in the House of Ballad. Well done indeed.
what are you training? You already know everything this trainer could teach you. Well, that sucks. Hall of Appointments.
All those who come to greet the king must first be granted permission by the Hall of Appointments in the Understyle, which, I might say, seems rather inconvenient. You mortals are talented at fighting what is natural. Perhaps this is your influence.
What do you think of the king?
I have heard he is a noble spirit, a beacon of wisdom and calm in this changing world. I will never know for certain if this is true, unless I look upon him directly.
Who are you?
I have done little in my many seasons, than venture to this place and attempt to gain an audience with King Teterian. I have yet to succeed, but I keep coming.
Okay, okay. Feel kind of bad for the guy. Definitely seems like a bro.
I don't recognize you.
Need a key. Yeah, I mean, that'd be like going to Washington and trying to talk to the president, but still. You would think him being a Fae of the Summer Court, there might at least be a path that he could take to visit the king. Or maybe there's a reason they don't like him, you know? Maybe he did something awful. Okay, you're a dustling. What are you doing here?
Joram Quintus of the Issa chapter always has a wide stock of gems and shards.
That didn't help me. I don't think I have anything to sell, but we'll look anyway.
Don't know if we've had the pleasure. I'm the finest merchant in these parts, I assure you.
You know, they made it a big deal that there aren't dustlings and they cannot come into Issa. But I've already found like 3 or 4. Who are you?
Can't say that I have much in the way of magical ability, but I know trade better than anyone else here, and they appreciate it here.
What do you know, Scholarly Arcana?
You can't just have a group of book-minded mages and expect the organization to take care of itself. They rely on people to look after the logistics, like me.
Okay. What do you think of the city?
When I first arrived here at the instruction of the Order, I was terrified of the Fae. They are nothing like us.
Do you have anything cool to buy? That's really all that matters. Other than lockpicks? No, not really. I was hoping he had a backpack. Haven't found a backpack in a good while.
Rather dreary in here.
Hello.
Okay, what's up with you, Tenant?
Welcome to the Issa chapter house of the Scholia Arcana. How may I be of assistance?
I like the banner. The banner's pretty cool. What is the Scholia Arcana?
We are an order of magic practitioners dedicated to the fostering of knowledge regarding all things mystical and arcane. While the heart of our power lies in Rader, we keep an embassy here in Issa to maintain strong relations with the Fae.
Okay. Can you tell me more about Issa?
Despite Jorum's frustrations, the wild magic of the Fae can be channeled in the most extraordinary ways. It is a great honor for us to be granted a place among them.
What's special about your chapter?
The Issa chapter is but a small branch of our larger Rathir chapter in the plains of Erethel. We focus more on researching the magics of the Fae and Dalentarth than pure instruction.
Huh? What's special about you?
As a docent of the Scholia Arcana, my duties involve handling all tasks necessary for the day-to-day administration of the Order's affairs in Issa.
That was a little vague for my taste. Tell me more about your Arcana.
We are a collective of mages, and those that have a mind to unravel the ethereal phenomena of these Feylands and beyond.
Okay, I want to join.
Traditionally, our applicants undergo years of preparation, but we understand your circumstances are somewhat irregular. Ever since you entered the city, we've been watching you. After all, an endorsement from Niralim is not quickly dismissed. If it is your wish to join our order, you must first complete the trial of initiation.
Describe this trial.
It is a ritual that will better equip us to understand what place you might have among us. I will not lie. Some do not survive the ordeal. Of those who do, only a select few are chosen to become members of our order.
I'll submit to the trial.
Then first I shall present you with this. It is the story of the Order's founding and a good primer for all who wish to join our ranks. Now I shall summon the circle of mages necessary to perform the ritual. Savant Engar will lead the trial. Speak to him in the Delving Hall when you're ready to begin.
Okay, we'll see. There's the key to the hall we need. Anything else about your Arcana?
We are a society of mages dedicated to the study of magic. Short of joining, the best way to learn about the Order is to read On the Founding of the Scholia Arcana.
I agree. She definitely sounds very monotone, like a government hired customer service representative. Seems very droll. I handle all the paperwork. What else do you require? The trial of initiation.
It is not for me to divulge the details of the trial. I can only advise that you do not take the risk lightly.
Okay, so nothing.
Farewell.
Thanks. She's about as useful as some individuals at the DMV as well. Ooh, haven't seen another gnome in a while.
Damn quiet, damn fools. Ah, I'm sorry, friend, I didn't see you there. I'm afraid I'm a bit concerned.
Who are you?
I'm an experienced sagecrafter. My skills as a mage leave much to be desired, but no one knows stones like I do.
You are a gnome. Makes sense. So why are you here in the Arcana?
The finest practitioners of the arcane crafts on the continent can be found within the Order.
Okay. What about the city?
There are many things we have learned from our time with the Fae, though their magic is quite unlike ours.
I like you. You're at least short to the point. What happened?
A few nights ago, I was the victim of an attempted robbery. Someone sought to steal a gem of mine from a chest I warded myself. That night, 3 initiates fled the chapter. Cassera, Aloran, and Bertrand. I suspect they were somehow involved. They could only have run into the She. Can you find them?
What happened again?
Someone attempted to steal a valuable gem from me. And on the very same evening, 3 of our initiates disappeared. Cassera, Aloran, and Bertrand. They're somehow involved in the attempted theft. And at the very least, in danger while on the She.
I'll help you.
Thank you. Find out what happened and I'll be grateful.
Is there anything else you can tell me about these missing initiatives?
You've got to find them.
Initiates?
There's somewhere in the She, I'm sure of it. There's 3 of them. Cassera, Bertrand, and Aloran.
Okay. Are they just randomly initiated?
They must be in the She. Find them there.
What do you got to sell, my man? Nah. Nah. That's basically exactly, Dan. That's exactly what he said. Was they're in the sheet. Go there. Then why do you need to tell me that 4 times? Could have given me a little more detail. Like, come on. What's your most expensive gem do? Mana. Nope. Nothing good. Thanks, man.
Until next time.
If I remember correctly, there's actually a good fair few side quests in this town.
Yes, Your Grace.
Squire Brio.
Oh, excellent. Another... Oh, a mortal. I don't think I could... Oh, why, you're the ruler of the House of Ballads. How extraordinary. You wouldn't be interested in aiding a mere squire, would you? It is well beyond your station to do so, but, well, I face quite the predicament.
Who are you to ask something of the king?
I am steward of the High King's List, and apprentice to the Lady of Receivership. Olana will be so displeased once she finds out I failed her so.
Who's Olana?
She is well suited to her role as the Lady of Receivership, as she enjoys judging the worth of others. She has assessed me as well, and I have been found lacking.
What do you know about the understyle?
Few dustlings ever make their way to these gardens. I believe they fear us, as they fear the elements. As they should. Oh, I'm sorry. Do you not like to be called dustlings?
This dude is weird, but I like him. What do you think of your king?
Well, I've never met him, of course. Such an honor is not granted to squires. But they say he is quite incredible. As tall as a tree and radiating a great light, as though a sun burned within him. The birds sing to herald his glory.
I'm sensing a theme here. Why do I feel like no one has seen him? At least for a long time. You know much about the Hall of Appointments?
I enjoy my role as steward, but my fear of Lady Olana overshadows any pleasure I might find in the tasks assigned to me. She is quite critical.
So you have a mean boss. We've all been there, bro. What do you need?
My role is with the Hall of Appointments, to prepare visiting ambassadors and dignitaries to meet with the Court of Summer. Right now, there are 4 terrible, regal lords and ladies that wish to see High King Tatarian, but they are a fickle lot and require extra, handling. They must enter the font in a procession, but each has his or her own preferences, and I can't afford to offend any of them.
I mean, yeah, I'll help you.
Wonderful. That's one less aggravation that demands my concern. Thank you, mortal. The dignitaries have been seen about the gardens, enjoying its many splendors. I will remain here and await your advice.
I mean, dealing with dignitaries isn't exactly my strong suit, but dealing with difficult people, definitely been there. Where are they?
Everywhere. Goronet is in the Hall of Appointments, but the others are all over the city. What a nightmare.
Okay.
Farewell, Honorable One.
Ah, the Dragon Age series. Yes, I have played 3 of them, maybe. Most recently Inquisition, but I also played Origins. I want to say I played another one too. I've played a few. I really liked them. I really liked Inquisition actually. I had a lot of fun with that. Yeah, the mechanics were cool. I didn't use the like overhead strategy feature all that often, but the other features were actually a lot of fun.
Nice to see you.
I was actually pretty angry because I actually finished Inquisition before one of the major updates that gave you all kinds of stuff. Like you could color your equipment, you could change the look of your equipment, kind of like WoW did, where you could make anything look like anything. And they did a lot of those major updates after I'd completed everything. I never got to play the DLC though, and I really want to go back and do that. The DLC for Dragon Age was
Way from Felltown.
is still on my list to play because I want to know what happens with what's his name, Silas, something like that. That guy. I want to find out what happens to him. Can't wait for Shadowlands for a while. Yeah, I gave up on WoW a long time ago.
You'll have to excuse my state, Your Grace. The House of Ballads rarely sends its ruler to meet with me. I usually entertain mortals from Felltown.
Not to date myself, but I played WoW when WoW first came out. And I played maybe the first two expansions or so. Yeah, had a lot of fun. Initially, that was back when I was in school and had a bunch of friends. We all played together on nights and weekends and stuff. Yeah, I didn't even know they were doing another DLC. They've done so many. Eventually, they're gonna just have to shut the game off. Or it could be like EverQuest. It could still be on. Far past where it should be. Let this guy train it. Oh, alchemy. Yeah, sure. I'll buy some alchemy training.
Welcome to the Lyceum Grove, my liege.
Why?
How may I aid the House of Ballads?
What is Felltown?
I enjoy the mortal world immensely. It adds such texture and color to our experience. Now and then you might find me in your dustling district, taking in the bustle. I am the steward of tinctures and elixirs. A meaningless title, one I gave myself, actually. But my work is vital, as is my role, to test the font's magic.
What's the Lyceum Grove?
This is where we watch over the font, the source of magic in the gardens of Issa. It is a fountainhead that is nourished for as long as this world has been. The font's flow can be measured, directed, and even regulated, depending on the needs of our people. Font Master Nomoran attends to these duties.
It's Nomoran.
He has the role of monitoring the font's flow throughout the city and the Phalanx. His telling is not to be envied, as it is one of our most important.
What about the font?
Font Master Nomoran insists that everything flows as it should. Yet I have seen his worry, and I feel the magic weakening. Strange forces are at work.
Interesting. Have you ever been to the Understyle?
It may be difficult to believe, but the city was once inhabited only by Fae. The Understyle consisted of everything growing beneath the font. Now this important section of the Issa is but a dark corner. All but forgotten. Goodbye.
Thanks, man. Strange magical dial appears to be connected to a series of roots within Uricum Grove. Can be used, however, it is locked with some brand of water-based enchantment. Can we say quest item for later?
Yes, mortal?
I think the last DLC I played for WoW was with the pandas. When the pandas came out and the world turtle, which I really liked that whole concept, I played that for a while. It was fun. The panda was definitely a fun character to play. I think he brought in like monk or something, so I played whatever specialty they had.
Mortals welcome.
I like free loot. Let me guess, you're going to be one of the dignitaries, aren't you?
They send the ruler of the House of Ballads to serve me? What form of unnatural mortal game is this? Why are you here?
In what order should you enter?
Me? Well, my seniority dictates that I should be leading this procession, but my lame leg prevents me from taking my rightful place. I should bring up the rear. I will make it to Tartarean's throne, even if I have to crawl.
I gotta try it. How do you really feel?
Great Huntress Heartwen should go first, leading us all. She's particularly like that. I would hate to anger her.
Okay. Thanks for talking.
Of course.
So Heartwind first and Gorant last. It's good to know so far. Circle back to him. I want to see what's around the other side of this structure. Really? I couldn't break that base? Bah, come on. This looks like my kind of place. Drinks and swords. What else do you need?